welcome to Learning with Lisa. Today's video is another quickie. So today I'm going to share with you the 3 most important things to think about when you're preparing for a lesson observation, according to my friend who is an executive head teacher and observes many teachers. So I don't know if you're like me and the thought of a lesson observation fills you with dread and gives you lots of sleepless nights. If you are, well, I don't think we're on our own, but I'm going to share some tips that she gave me and hope it makes you a little bit better. So tip number 1 is an interesting one, and it's something you might not necessarily agree with, but it's worth giving it some thought. So her advice is be yourself. And all singing and all dancing lesson is all very well and good, but she explained to me that no head believes that you do this every single day. She went on to say that most heads want to see the bread and butter of what you teach to make sure that the children are getting the right diet. I agree with this and I think it makes a lot of sense, but of course we all want to show our best, don't we, when we're being observed. I think there are 2 sides to this. I worked in one outside in school where when you had a lesson observation, they expected it to be outstanding and they wanted to see the all singing and all dancing lesson because their thoughts were, if you can't do that during an observation, then what is your normal teaching like when you're not being watched? I also worked in a different outside in school where the head teacher was an offset inspector, and he was very much of the opinion that what he wants to see is what you do day in and day out, and that you'd be foolish to take risks during an observation. He told us a story about a lesson he observed whilst he was doing an inspection, and the teacher took huge risks. It went really wrong and she was very upset, and she said to him, yeah, but I've taken a big risk, I don't normally do this. And his words were, well, I should be seeing what you normally do. You shouldn't be taking a risk. So I'm going to leave you with that to think about and decide how you play the observation game. Tip number 2 is to remember that the purpose of your lesson is to educate the pupils. So you need to decide what the point of your lesson is. You need to ask yourself, are pupils going to remember the activity or are they going to remember the learning? You need them to remember the learning. My final tip is really hard to do, but it is to relax. Remember, most observers are there to help you develop as a teacher. They are not there to catch you out. She asked me to tell you that it's much better to help staff improve than to get rid of somebody who doesn't want to improve. If you don't relax, the pupils will pick up on your stress and sadly make your job even harder. Well, that's my 3 things to remember when you are preparing for a lesson observation. If you have one coming up soon, good luck, and I hope you found this video even a little bit useful. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate each and every subscriber and it really helps the channel. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye for now. Bye.